You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're
tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR. Too many books on my TBR.
Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers.
We warned ya.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Guess what world we're living in? Sarah J. Maas world. Sarah's world. I feel like, was that a show? Sarah's world? No.
I don't know.
No?
I'm going to adjust. Hold on.
Okay, same. I'm going to adjust while you're doing that. Oh, stunning.
Okay.
We're back. Just the mics a little bit. But yeah, we're in Sarah's world. There's a few triggers in this world.
Mm-hmm.
We probably should have done them last week, so we apologize. But some trigger warnings may include abuse, torture, starvation, and that list is not extensive. So if you can't do that right now, not a big deal. Skip this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Cool. And I still stand by my synopsis of last week. I don't think anything has changed.
Nope. You nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it the same. I do have a question for you, though, actually.
Okay.
What you drinking?
More fairy wine this week. We are just on a fairy wine kick. So I've definitely seen the TikToks before where it's like Lucian telling Farrah not to drink the fairy wine. She drinks the fairy wine, and then Tamlin's just like playing his fiddle. But like I never understood it. Very funny. And she describes it as gold. And when she's talking about the summer solstice, she's talking about how everything tastes so sweet, like apple tart and blueberry pie. So this was inspired by blueberry pie. I did a blueberry brown sugar simple syrup and coconut rum and gold rum and gold sparkles and lime juice to give it to balance out the sweetness. So yeah, and then also like, you know, Farrah drinks a lot of fairy wine while she's under the mountain. So I made this one strong.
Mm.
Cheers.
Ooh. First one in a while.
Yummy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good. I haven't had rum in a while.
I was like, it has been a while since we made rum.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you need it less rummy, I have more of the blueberry.
Sweet. I might need that.
I like
She's strong.
poured a little heavy-handed, a little more so than I intended.
She's strong, but it's good. I like it. Okay. Do you want to jump into scattered thoughts? Are you ready to just dive into this book? I cannot wait to hear everything that you have to say.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Where do you want to start? I'll let you.
So my thoughts are definitely scattered, like no organization to them, because I feel like, why did she kiss Tamlin like one time and was like instantly obsessed? I'm like, why is this moving so quickly?
Here's the thing. Have you ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome? Because that's my, like, are you joking? How many weeks have actually passed?
Yeah.
Chill out. Calm down. He bit your neck. Like, and now you're obsessed? Like, girl.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I feel like that happened very quickly. And I feel like why? Like, why? You know, nothing up to this point has showed me that he is like that phenomenal, you know?
Another trash bag of a man is what I would like to say. I mean, truly, like, not impressive.
Like, I've read worse characters, but also, like, there's no oomph to it either.
He's just
like
there.
Yeah.
He's just there.
I
He's like a
feel-
white man. Like, sorry.
Your average middle-aged
white man. Like,
yeah, there's like nothing
and-
special.
like,
Okay, but honestly, I have more attachment, even like in the first half of the book. I had more attachment to Lucian at that point than I did
I
Tamlin.
love Lucian.
Yeah, like there's just nothing attaching me to Tamlin.
Honestly, I kind of vote for Lucian and Tamlin.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who's read the books is looking at me with a side eye, but and at this point, I know
Okay.
them two together.
Okay, fair enough. Also,
Oh no,
no. It's just like, I mean, like, we all know that I enjoy smut here and there, but some of the phrasing that she used, I'm like, girl, this just sounds ridiculous.
isn't it wild coming from Throne of Glass
Yeah.
into would you think that she wrote Throne of Glass first or A Court of Thorns and Roses first?
I don't know. They're just so different.
Fair. I think writing wise though, I even think Throne of Glass is better.
I agree.
Yeah, so I was surprised when I realized that Throne of Glass was first. She wrote it when she was like a child.
Which is wild.
Yeah, talented. But what you just said, I'm like absolutely backing you up. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, we're gonna skip this. I'm uncomfy because it's like a weird way to phrase that.
Right. Like, I'm all here for smut, but like, he sheathed himself inside of me.
Right? Oh my god.
I like
No thanks.
the secondhand embarrassment when I read that. I was like,
Vera, what are you doing?
I don't like it.
I'm right there with you. I couldn't have said that any better.
Also, she wants to taste his sweat. And like,
Dude,
who wants to taste anybody's sweat?
When I read that, I was like, not I.
I think that's the biggest thing for me in like smut scenes is like, I put myself in like, is this something that I would want to experience? And when people talk about like the taste of their sweat or like the heady scent and taste of them, I'm like, that's literally like dirty ball sack. And I don't.
100%. 100%.
Ugh, it's so gross. I don't want to taste anybody's sweat. I'm
good.
I'm totally good.
I'm all right.
So like, I don't know. I just like, I like smut, but I like smut that makes sense in my head, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Like, some of this is okay.
Yeah. Also, like, you're telling me this fucking however centuries old fae male was in love with her by chapter 27?
I know, bro.
Like, and that also same in Throne of Glass, like these big, like centuries old fae warriors that just like fall for these humans so quickly.
I know.
Like,
Although Rowan and Aelin hated each other for like two whole books.
Yes, but then all the rest of the fae males are like drooling over these humans.
That, calm down, buddy.
Bruh.
Calm down.
Yeah. So it was like,
I so agree with you. It's always been something that like annoys me. Even I was thinking about that when I was reading or listening to this morning. She was describing in the book about like, oh, well, the equivalent of like human years versus fae years, and saying like this person would be like a child in human years. And I'm like, that is bizarre.
it's giving Time Traveler's Wife.
It's bizarre. I hate it.
It is bizarre.
But I guess she gets made into a fae, so it's fine.
But still, this centuries old male is in love with her by chapter 27.
I so agree.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know what also is kind of strange? Her own sister's not recognizing her when she shows up.
Right?
Like, is she that? Do I have gold all over my face?
No, I think I do.
I have gold all over my
Do I?
hands. No, I don't see any.
Okay.
That's okay. Anyways, yeah, like she shows up and they don't recognize her. Was she that like dead almost before?
Right.
And then she just looks healthy? Or does she look healthy? Like, you know?
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
I did like the Nesta not falling for it, though.
My girl Nesta. Listen. She is so strong-willed that she you were so right. Like, she did not fall for it at all. And then that she actually went after her.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of insight in her character, because on the outside, like, we're just getting from the unreliable narrator of Farah saying, like, oh, she doesn't love me. Like, she would never do anything like that for me or whatever. And even the moment in the book when she's saying, like, oh, I was concerned that my dad would have come for me, but, like, he would have never, it would have been Nesta, like, hands down. And she didn't even think about that. I loved that moment between the two sisters.
Yeah. And then also at the dinner table, when Feyre just basically starts talking Frank to Nesta, and the rest of her family's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, what is happening?
And Nesta's like,
shut up.
I got you.
Like,
I got you, girl. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the neighbor girl. That's so sad.
Rip.
That's, oh, I can't even imagine. Poor girl.
Dang.
It was awful.
And also poor Feyre.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, damn, that's my fault.
Right? Okay, so there's two things. This is a good moment to ask you that are, like, questions in the book talk community or lore, like fake lore or whatever. So one is the question of, why didn't Elaine learn how to freaking plant actual vegetables than flowers when they were in the cabin and didn't have food? Like, she's literally learning how to plant vegetables at their new house.
When they have everything they
You're
could
joking.
want for.
You're joking. Number two, there's this thing that a lot of people think that Farah is actually terrible at painting. And everyone just pretends that she's really good at painting because she's, like, lost so much in her life. So, like, picture all these paintings that Tamlin walked into to see, and they're, like, awful. Atrocious, like a child. But I think that's really funny, but I don't think so, only because Nesta would have told her she sucked.
But also, like, the things that she painted at the house were, like, a flower. Like, even I can paint
painted, like,
a freaking
all
flower.
over the house, though. Like,
yeah, but it's, like, little vines, like,
but
straight
there was,
lines.
like, a night sky. There were, like, a lot more. But I think that she would have been like, bitch, you suck. Like, I think so.
Maybe.
I do. But isn't that not the funniest thing ever?
That is hilarious.
I love it. I like these blueberries, too.
They're yummy.
Mm-hmm. I love blueberries.
That is funny. And yeah, why didn't she learn how to plant vegetables?
Right? What are you doing? Thank goodness I know how to plant vegetables. I'll keep us safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not hunting. You can hunt for us.
I was going to say, I guess I'll hunt.
I'm not a hunter. I'm a gatherer.
I mean, same if I had to choose, but, like, if it came down to it, I guess I could.
I'll leave that in your hands.
Anyways, yeah, Nessa's pretty rad.
She's pretty rad at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, speaking of that dinner when they're talking or whatever, and she decides she's got to go help frickin' Tamlin. Like, that's why I called him a tampon in the beginning, because he's just, like, so annoying. So, first off, girl, what are you gonna do? Like, you're a human. Like, seriously though, what? And then why was Alice the only one left in the house? Where did everyone else go? They just fled?
I think they fled.
But why did she stay? Like, I know at that moment in time she was getting, like, preparing to go get her nephews.
Yeah.
But there was definitely time in between.
Or they were taken, because I kind of got the vibe that there were more people under the mountain too, so maybe, like, she hid better or something.
I'm just
curious, I mean, she
like,
seems pretty, like, handy. Maybe she just hid better than everyone else. Is it condensation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Just interesting.
Or maybe she fled and then came back. I love how everyone is like, Feyre, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally stupid. We tried to tell you.
Yeah, that moment of her being, you stupid mortal girl. All you had to say was, I love you.
Literally, he said it multiple times. You just had to say it back. That's all you had to do. And what are you going to do now?
And then the fucking riddle being love. When I first read that, I was like, if this riddle, the answer is love, I'm going to riot. there's no way this is love. And then we get to the end, and I was like, you're not that stupid, Farrah. No way. There's no way, honey.
She was just overthinking.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We have a new villain on the horizon. Did you catch that at all? Starts with an H.
Did I not?
No.
Wait, hold on.
So it's mentioned briefly and then mentioned again at the end. But when I think it was Alice or someone was talking to Farrah
Okay.
about Amarantha or whatever her name is. Amarantha worked / was in a war /
Oh, wait, the king?
Hyperion, I think his name is.
Okay, yeah.
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 So we have someone else looming out there now that we've been introduced to.
that like wants to pull Amarantha's leash back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now she did, so
And she
there ain't
real
no
dead.
leash to pull, but
She real dead. Yeah. Crazy. What do you think about that? Do you have any thoughts, or you just, well, whatever?
I mean, most of my thoughts honestly are just
Rhysand.
Rhysand. Tell me.
Let's talk about Rhysand.
Okay, tell me why I like was instantly in love with him even before he had any redeeming anything.
Same. I have the text message proof of you texting me being like, wait, I screenshot it. It's so funny. Well, while I'm getting this up, I also, when I was reading this, had messaged our friend Bree and was like, listen, I freaking like this dude and I don't know why. And I hate Tamlin, but I don't know why. And I knew nothing about what was happening. And I'm just really proud of myself for that because everyone else falls for Tamlin. And I'm proud of you also. Okay, so she said, why do I love Rhysand? He's been nothing but an asshole this far. 0 redeeming qualities up to this point. Love that for us.
I love how like Tamlin does like he's like moderately annoying and we're like fuck you, and then Rhysand's literally a straight up asshole and we're like oh my god I'm obsessed. Okay. Like Shadow Daddy thing.
Listen.
Honestly.
Wait. Oh no, I thought I wrote it. Oh yeah. Under character breakdown, I said Rhys the real Shadow Daddy. Okay, so here's the thing though. When I think we get a little bit of an insight when that person tried to escape and he was supposed to tear his mind down and instead he just killed him instantly. I think we get a little insight of how much, I know this is going to sound horrible, but good he did in the court for like saving all these people that were tortured.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to get out.
Right.
So I think we got a little bit of a, redeeming quality.
Yeah. I mean, I loved him even before that.
I know,
but,
fair, so fair.
But also, yes.
Just the Farrah darling. Like, oh my God. If anyone called me, like, okay, I don't like baby. Darling? Excuse me. Okay.
He also did the good girl thing, but like through their bond in her head, which was wild.
And he helped her the whole time. He helped her.
He did. He was also kind of an asshole. He's like,
you're illiterate?
He's literally like, our fate is in the hands of an illiterate human. This is great.
The honesty. That's a redeeming quality.
Yeah, fair enough. Brutal honesty.
Brutal honesty. I love it. They were right.
Yeah.
And like, I love her. She's so strong and she's smart, like getting herself out of things, but she's not all like incredibly smart.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially coming from like, I don't want to put them together, but like Aelin being like 15 steps in front of everyone, that you're like, oh, this is a little bit of a learning curve.
Is resourceful.
So much so.
But not as intelligent.
That's what I was trying to say, but I didn't know how to say that. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Her, when she traps the worm thing or whatever it is, okay, my freaking phone changed my alarm sound and I don't know how
Mine did
is.
too.
Anyways, okay, so that's our little, hey, we got to take a little break so that we can stop and start our camera. With that being said, we'll be right back. Thanks for coming back after our break, because we do see our levels go down a little bit. Thank you very much. We have to shut it off, okay? Or the recording will stop recording. We have to take a break. But also, to let you know, this episode is sponsored by Fern and Fable, which is exciting. And you can get some books online, some audiobooks through, I forgot what it's called, like Libro or something like that.
Ooh,
Libra, maybe
Libra.
something with an L. Yeah. You can get audiobooks through them also, which is really cool. And I think we're going to be hosting a little book club come March with a potential book that we'll be reading. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
Resand, always.
Oh my god, yeah, Farrah darling. Oh my god, I just can't wait for you to read the second book. Like, bully her so that we can read it on the podcast. So many people were like, that know us, texted me separately and were like, wait, you're not reading the second one? I need her reaction. So anyways, with that being said, it's fine. It's whatever. Okay, so Resand is amazing. He literally saved the day.
All the time.
And the third trial, holy fuck, number 1.
Oh my gosh, that was wild.
It was so horrible.
I didn't think she was actually going to kill them.
Oh yeah. She has it in her. She
Fair
gives a
enough.
little bit of what's her name from Cruel Prince? Jude vibes when it's like, when it comes down to it, like, it's gonna get done.
She's going to get shit done.
Yeah. So that was absolutely crazy. She like literally killed innocent people and then had to Tamlin.
Yeah, but it's also like very much the villain versus hero debate, like the whole like sacrifice sacrifice a few to save the world, or sacrifice the world to save like the one you love, you know? I put a lot of glitter in there.
Yes. Exactly.
So, and I don't know.
But through that, with her little bond, so she had to make the vow with Rice. That's one of the names that I pronounced separately in my head, and then when she came out the pronunciation, I was like, wrong, incorrect. But we get an insight of how, like, promises work in his court.
Yeah.
And it's wild. Like, when you make a promise, you're bound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is very accurate
Fae.
amongst other Fae things. And even
attachment. So I loved that. I loved seeing that. And then Lucian was just trying his best to save her.
I know.
How do we feel about Tampon just literally standing there and doing nothing? I don't care. You're not helping by being quiet, actually. Because Amarantha already knows.
Yeah. But also, like, extending him a little bit of grace, like, what would he do? Like,
react somehow. Look at her somehow. Give her a reassuring, like, nod somehow.
Yeah.
And then the little getaway in the closet. I was like...
Also, Reese looking out for them once again with that.
He's protecting them.
He literally took the paint marks off of Tamlin, and then the reason he kissed her was so that it would look like he smeared the paint.
Yeah.
Which, like...
And then Farrah was mad. Girl, he just saved your love of your life.
Yeah, but then she, like, realized it and was like, oh, makes sense. Because, like, he didn't touch her anywhere else.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So crazy. Dang. And her just dancing out of her mind every night. Like, why do you think he had her drink the fairy wine? Okay, I know, so I can't say anything.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if you, like, picked up on anything. Because when I first read this, I did not pick up anything.
Okay. I don't know. I would just say maybe to just help her get through it. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that because I want you to read this and it's like a cool thing to find out later.
Okay.
But let's see what else. Oh my gosh, so many creepy creatures like show up in the court too.
Like, what's the pig thing? Scary.
Scary for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have summer court, we have all the seasons court, and then we have night court, and that's like what we know right now, right?
Yeah. And it also said like dawn court.
Okay, cool. So we do know that, like dawn and
when
day.
they're
and
like giving
night.
her spirit
Yeah.
the little glowy thing.
Okay, that's right.
It like says them all.
Which like, that's amazing that they did that.
Yeah.
This is the worst. That's the worst sound I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry, Rhysand licking her tears off of her
to get her to stop crying. Yeah, okay. You know you loved it, Reese.
I mean, I think that's better than sweat.
So much so. Yep. But then she got to see a little bit inside of his frustration too. And I love that she's like, why are you telling me? And he's like, who else am I going to tell?
Yeah.
Who else? He's been there for 40 years.
He's like, I'm just lonely.
He's just lonely. Yeah. Like, where's his court? It's crazy. Poor guy. Always being made out to being the stuck in Amarantha's bed. It's crazy.
Poor baby.
I know. Okay, so who told Amarantha she couldn't read? Sorry. There are so many TikTok memes that are so freaking funny from Lucian's perspective. That
Lucian, oh my gosh, he's like, just fucking pick
pick
one.
one. Pick one. Poor girl. That's so
That's
mean.
cruel.
That's so cruel. Like all of those were cruel, but at least the first one, she has the hunting background where that was in her wheelhouse.
Yeah.
She literally can't read. That was meant to kill them both. Get rid of them both. Can you imagine? It doesn't really picture like Amarantha's face. It doesn't describe it, but I can just picture it being like, who did it? Like, who showed her?
Yeah. Right? I don't know.
That's
So
crazy.
bizarre. And how, I don't know, because I've heard of like bargaining marks like in the Fae world and stuff, but not creating that type of connection. Like that's like a mate bond type of vibe.
It's crazy. It's wild. Anyways, so the third one, we all knew freaking that something was off with, like, even Pharaoh was like, okay, I did this, this, and this. I know I covered my bases. Nope. Not the
Dang.
entire, like, all the Faes being like, oh, bullshit. Like, let us go. Yikes.
Yikes.
Isn't that okay? I remember so clearly reading for the first time the description of her like neck snapping and just being like, this is Divergent 4? 3? Whatever it is.
It was giving Patroclus
Yeah.
looking over Achilles. It was very much like that when she was looking through
Which how? Like
Rhysand's
from
eyes.
her eye?
Right.
Like, she's dead.
Yeah, but like it was almost like seeing it through like
Mhm.
him.
I
but
know,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, how?
right? Like part of her spirit remained.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Absolutely. You know what phrase she uses all the freaking time, even through Throne of Glass? Watery bowels.
Yep.
Sarah. Come on, girl. I think it was used like 4 times in this book.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my watery. That was my that was my repetitive phrase of the episode. Oh my gosh.
Dang. Yeah. I don't know. I think so. I obviously already bought the second one because I'm like, what the
Did
heck?
you really?
Yeah. And when Rhysand was like, at the end, when he was like, I wanted to say goodbye before Tamlin takes you away forever. And she's like, forever? You give me every 1 week a month. And when he looked back and like saw, what?
I don't know. What is that? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
He just like the face and then
Peaced out.
and then It's crazy. That's crazy. You know Sarah. She loves a good cliffhanger.
Rude.
I mean, it's technically that wasn't the last thing. Like, then she went and fucked Tamlin, but like,
Yeah.
that she should have ended it there. Dude, I
But-
can't wait for you to read the fucking series.
I'm also like confused as the whole like how if she was already dead, how does turning into her into a fae like save her?
They resurrected her
Yeah, but like
as a fae.
yeah, but why do they have that ability? It was
It's a good question.
It was Rhysand that
Mhm.
did it, right? Because like he owed Tamlin a favor because he
Mhm.
was like, now we're even. I mean, they all gave their little sparkle or whatever, but like, I need to know more.
They all gave their sparkle.
But I need to know more about like that ability
Mhm.
and because if they have just like resurrecting abilities, you'd think they'd just be resurrecting all these people all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. You're posing all great questions. I need you to write them down.
Okay.
These are very great questions. So, I loved everything that you've said tonight. And I would like to say to all the people that reached out to me after last week's episode of things that you said, and I'm so proud of myself that I didn't react. And I know I reacted a few times this episode, and I apologize. And y'all are going to call me out on it, and that's fine. It's okay. No worries. No worries. I don't think she caught them. But I'm going to make her do some sort of video or something when she's reading
Oh gosh.
the next ones.
What's with the lentils in the fireplace?
Dude, oh yes, I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, even Rhysand was like, why were they in the fireplace?
That was like one of my favorite parts. He was like, I think I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, he's like, I don't know. Why are there lentils in my fireplace?
I love that though. He like brings the fantasy story back to like real life almost. You know, in
Yeah.
terms of like, this is bizarre. Why are there lentils in my fireplace?
And then him commanding the guards not to give her more chores.
I love that. And hot meals after that.
Yes. And Lucian's mom saving the day with the clean water.
Oh man. Yeah, because she felt that she owed her a debt because oh my
life
gosh,
debts.
she was trying not to give Amaranth her name. Mm-hmm.
And she did to save Lucian.
Yep.
Also, oh my gosh, that Chloe girl or whoever's freaking body has to smell so bad. Like literally just
She
up
was
there for months.
Nailed up there.
For months because how many there were 3 full moons?
Oh my gosh. It probably smells awful in that place to begin with.
It is under a mountain and it's probably very like musty.
Mhm.
And then there's like
But like, you know how much death has happened in there? There are probably bodies everywhere.
probably
Because
Like
she
her body hit the
describes it as
floor.
like as being like horrible.
yeah.
Horrific. So
Yikes.
oh my gosh, what an incredible episode I felt like.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add? Do you have any predictions?
I have no freaking idea.
I know, and that's okay.
Not a freaking clue.
It from here on, it's like like you'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Rhysand is a Ravenclaw
Yeah.
because he's brilliant.
Yeah. I love that. Absolutely. I didn't do anyone else, honestly.
Did we already do for Feyre?
We said Gryffindor for Feyre. And Lucian of Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Tamlin. What the heck would Tamlin be?
A Muggle.
A squib.
Squib.
Dang.
What? Sorry. Apparently your phone will tell you when someone's leaving a voicemail.
Oh yeah, you can answer during a voicemail now. It's a new feature.
I don't know who that is. Anyways, that was
Anywho,
rude. Just interrupting me.
what kept you up? What kept you home?
Yes. So what kept me home this series and diving directly into the other book, the second book. Yep, 100%. I was like, oh, we're finished? Cool, book 2. And then what kept me up was actually trying to finish this book because I had so many things to do. The times that I had to read was right before bed. So I was like hitting like 1 a.m. and being like, I need to put this down. I need to go to bed. So truly.
Fair enough. What kept me up? Yeah, I would say this, and I'm also reading Atomic Habits right now.
Stop, you little cutie. Look at what I'm reading. Atomic Habits.
And then
I already read it though, but it's just a refresher.
it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And then what kept me home? Okay, so my For You page is so bizarre right now.
It's
So
like our For You page or yours?
mine.
Okay.
Because I never go on mine, so I feel like it doesn't actually know. Like, I'm always on the Tipsy Book Reads one, unless I'm catching up on videos that you have sent me. So, like, my For You page is always all over the place. And it's been North Sea TikTok for, like, months.
2 years. No. It's been for years.
Honestly. So now at this point, I'm on to, because of that video you sent me, I'm on to fake North Sea TikTok, because you sent me the video of the drink with this boat in it. And now there's like, you know, when we were kids, like the square plastic things with like fake water and like things inside. There's like one with the boat. Like, so now it's all these other fake things with the music that's not actually North Sea TikTok. It's
You're
fake.
almost there.
It's knockoff North Sea TikTok.
It's the off-brand. You're so close. You're almost there. You're almost off of it.
And then also the other thing that's my For You page right now is Justin Bieber.
What?
Wait. Like, I don't know where it got that one. But like it's one like really old Justin Bieber stuff as well as like new Justin Bieber things. Like there's this video that has come up like 6 times, and it's like Justin Bieber drunk, like leaning against the stairwell, like singing a whole song like off stage against this stairwell. But it was like the vocals were actually beautiful. And it was like, I don't know why that's my For You. Like I haven't even interacted with any of it. Like I'm a little confused.
That's
So,
wild.
Knock off North Sea
And
and Justin Bieber.
You know, it could be worse. My For You page has been 10 out of 10 living. The humor that I have cultivated on my For You page is exactly what I want in life. Like anytime that I'm just depressed, I'm like, let me go to my algorithm. And it's absolutely incredible right now. A lot of it is like Mean Girls at the moment and like Renee Rapp. And apparently, unpopular opinion, we loved Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And we're musical theater girlies.
Yeah. Did you see the shaking one though that I sent you?
Yeah, okay.
I think
that was
was
the
one
part
of the
we
points
laughed.
when we looked at each other and we were like,
that one and the
side-eye.
stupid with love. And then when they went out, it was like, ooh. We laughed at that one too.
yeah, there was a couple parts where it was like side eye.
This is not it. Come on, Tina
But
Fey.
overall, tons of fun.
I loved it though. Yeah, same thing. And the biggest gripe everyone has is with that song, Stupid with Love. I don't like that song to begin with. Like, it is not my favorite on the soundtrack by any means. And I thought they did fine. Like, it was fine. And then the other one that I was a little sad, I remember sitting there being like, something is missing, is when they introduced the plastics. And it's usually the part where Karen goes, my name is Karen. And they didn't put that in there. And I was like, oh, that song does get stuck in my head. And that's a little sad.
Missing.
But other than that, fantastic. I laughed.
Yeah.
I sang. I thrived. We
Yeah,
wore
it was
pink.
super cute.
It was great.
We did.
Great movie experience. Anyways, do we have anything? Oh, we have a book fair coming out.
Yay!
Coming up.
February 10th at Three Eyed Guys Brewing with Writer's Block Bookstore. It's going to be amazing. Lots of authors and vendors and good
Super
stuff.
fun. Yeah. So that's going to be incredible. Keep following us on Instagram, TikTok. Shout out to you guys. We're at 2,000 on TikTok. Holy cow.
2,100.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. But thank you. And send us any of those like speak pipes if you ever want to be on our little podcast, and we will do that. Follow us or check out our website because we post blogs and other books that we read.
Yes, I need to do a Throne of Glass blog.
Yep, I got to do the rest
to-do
of
list.
Deadly Education. So we'll have some good content. I just put good and content together.
Good content.
Yep. That. So with that being said, we love you.
Stay tipsy.
Bye.